Live from New York, it's Life with Bucky. Yes, Life with Bucky, the program that answers almost any question. And featuring world-famous dancers, the Buckettes, the Buckaroos Orchestra, and Bucky's special guest stars, world-renowned singers Gwendolyn, Spears, and Kitty Verrazano. And I'm Peter, Bucky's announcer and sidekick. Now the star of Life with Bucky, her royal Buckiness, the world's most amazing cat, Bucky.
Telegram, Western Union telegram for Bucky.
Oh, Bucky, it's a telegram from Beyonce. Yes, of course, I'll read it. Dear Bucky, my lawyer says you are a remarkable kitty, funny, well-educated, and talented beyond all measure. But we plan to sue you if you continue to use my name. P.S. Don't read this on the air.
Good day. Right now, you and your cat can find that financial security you've always wanted with your very own lemonade stand franchise.
No. How do you keep getting this number? Well, okay, now, before we meet special guest stars, world-renowned singers Gwendolyn, Spears, and Kitty Pavarotti, alert listener Francesco Di Castillo of Potpourri, New Hampshire writes, Dear Bucky, my sweet Kitty Verrazano watches HGTV endlessly. Last week, our local Home Depot delivered a truckload of lumber, drywall, and a range of new power tools. What's going on here? While Bucky is thinking about how best to answer, let's turn to the Buckaroos Orchestra and Patty, Maxine, Laverne, Hazel, and Tiptoe, the 5 tapping Buckettes, and their 20 paws. Buckettes fan Sylvia Stiletto of London requests the Buckettes dance to any great Beatles song. Well, okay then, here are the Buckettes and the Buckaroos Orchestra featuring Melanie Griffith on the tight-laced sneaker and the Beatles classic Lucy in the Sky.
Look across the ocean, look out to the stars, the distance between us, Jupiter to Mars. Stranded on our islands, many
That was the Buckettes, the Buckaroos Orchestra, featuring Melanie Griffith on the tight-laced sneaker and the Beatles classic Lucy in the Sky. And that went out to Buckettes fan Sylvia Stiletto of London, England. If you have a favorite song you'd like the Buckettes to dance to, let them know at lifewithbuckyradio@gmail.com. Now, alert listener Francesco Di Castillo of Potpourri, New Hampshire tells Bucky his Kitty Verrazano watches HGTV endlessly and recently received a delivery of lumber, drywall, and power tools. What's going on here? Bucky says that clearly your kitty plans some home renovations to make everyone's life even more fulfilling before he has you evicted. By the way, kitties are best off with battery-operated power tools. Got a question for Bucky? You know where to send it. lifewithbuckyradio@gmail.com.
This is Action News Update. In a 647-3 vote, the International Olympic Committee has ruled that synchronized napping is not an Olympic sport. The International Feline Alliance says it will appeal the ruling. Ultra-conservative science commentators have ruled Australia is not a continent but a large island with weird people and animals off the coast of Florida. Hollywood and international celebrity George Clooney announced this week 100% support for continued life on Earth and cat adoption services worldwide. That's Action News Update. Remember, if it happened today, it's news to us.
And now,
another thrilling episode of Bucky's Mystery Tale.
This is your last chance, you ornery, yeller-bellied weasel critter. Where's my gold and my pet squirrel?
This has been another thrilling episode of Bucky's Mystery Tales. Oh, that must be Bucky's special guest stars, world-renowned singers Gwendolyn, Spears and Kitty Verrazano. Gwendolyn Spears and Kitty Verrazano, welcome to Life with Bucky here at New York's historic Strand Theater on Broadway.
Yes, well, thank you, Bucky. And you, who are you?
Well, I'm Peter, Bucky's announcer and sidekick.
Sidekick? So, you're your second fiddle.
And where have we reached you today?
Kitty Verrazano and I are just down the street from the Stranded Theater on Broadway at the Metropolitan Opera.
You and Kitty Verrazano are at the Metropolitan Opera.
Yes, I just said that. Do you repeat everything?
So you're an opera singer.
Yes, and Kitty Verrazano and I have sung many duets.
You've sung duets?
You are a bit annoying, aren't you?
How did you get started as an opera singer? With names like Spears and Pavarotti, there must be a great story. You must have been influenced by the great Britney Spears and the immortal Luciano Pavarotti.
Who is that now?
Britney Spears and Luciano Pavarotti, two of the world's most famous singers.
Well, okay, if you say so, Bucky. But Kitty Verrazano and I started singing when we were just 2 years old, sitting in front of the radio with my mom and my dad, listening to the country's most famous singers. Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, Loretta Lynn, and the miracle that is Holly Berry.
Bucky says Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, and Loretta Lynn are country and western singers, not opera singers. And Halle Berry is an actress.
I believe you are wrong, Bucky.
Well, would you and Kitty Verrazano sing something for our audience?
Of course. Here's an operatic tune from our most recent collection, Songs My Cat Loves. This one is titled Purr.
That really was something. What exactly was it?
Well, as my mommy and daddy always said, well, at least you can always fall back on your job at the convenience store.
More Bucky exclusive opera and convenience store information in the full collection of funny and loving short stories in Life with Bucky the Book at Amazon.com. And Bucky wants all of you to know that your vet is the best source of pet care information. Well, that's our show for today, folks. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to lifewithbuckyradio@gmail.com. Until next time, so long.